Yo, what's up fam, it's your boy GStreezy here, and I am back with another Diablo video. So, as you can tell by the thumbnail guys, this is the biggest differences between Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. If you guys didn't know, I actually did this with 2 Ubisoft titles in the past, Tom Clancy's The Division 2 and Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I will leave that down in the description below, guys, if you want to check it out and leave it up in the sky. That's actually one of my highest rated videos of all time, so you guys seem to like that type of content, so I'm going to continue to do that, especially if I'm playing 2 games of the same company. So, if you guys didn't know, I do play a lot of Diablo. I play Diablo 3, Diablo 4, and Diablo Immortal. Now, take it I never played 2 or 1. Like, that was back in the 90s and 2000. I was a little too young for that stuff, guys. So, but yeah, we're going to check out the top differences. And this may be my last video for Diablo 3 as well. I may just move on full time to Diablo 4. There's really not much to cover on Diablo 3 besides rifts and bounties and the campaign. That's basically all Diablo 3 offers. Great game, by the way. The game's over 10 years old though. It came out in 2012, so it's really not a whole lot to cover. The game's pretty much self-explanatory, but we're going to check out the top differences between the 2 games, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Before we get started with the video, of course, always like and subscribe and ring the notification bell for videos like this if you like my content. So without further ado, guys, I hope you enjoy it, and let's get straight to the video. Alright guys, I'm going to do just like I did with the other video with the Tom Clancy's The Division 2 and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I'm going to categorize each game individually and just give you the biggest differences between both games. So, first of all, right here is the one of the biggest changes in Diablo 4 is the character customization. Now here it is very, very robust. Now take it as no Fallout 4 or Starfield or anything like that, or The Sims even. It's kind of a basic system, but I'm just glad it's here because a lot of ARPGs do not have this feature. I think Diablo is actually the only series where you can actually do stuff like this. I played a couple ARPGs on the side, and you couldn't customize your character at all. So it's good that it's even here. Path of Exile don't have it. Neither does that Weird West game I've been playing. But yeah, this is the biggest change, and it looks really good when you do it. So yeah, you can put tattoos and face paints and change the hair colors, and you can just change your skin tone and stuff like that. You can't change the weight or anything like that though. Unfortunately, but you can change between male, female, and stuff like that as well. So, yeah, that's one of the biggest changes in Diablo 4. Of course, one of the biggest changes is number 2, the aesthetic. Now, this game looks completely different than Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was more of that cartoony looking type of game, and this is, I guess they said they went back to like the roots of their older games, how dark it is. And it is very dark, especially the campaign, guys. If you have not played any Diablo game, this game is pretty dark. And I usually don't play games like that. That's what blows my mind. I usually don't like them type of games, but overall it's fun. And take it, this is probably my last Diablo game altogether. So I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is, and just play it because I really do enjoy it. I do like it a lot better than Diablo 3, but yeah, the aesthetic is one of the biggest changes too. So, all right, guys, since we're already right here on the screen for number 3, we have the skill tree. Now, the skill tree is way better in my opinion in Diablo 4. You have a lot of passive abilities plus active abilities, which you did in 3 too, but the layout and everything just way better in my opinion. You do hit the Paragon board, of course, and the aesthetic of that looks just way better than Diablo 3 as well. I think there is, the only problem with Diablo 4, I think there is a skill cap now compared to Diablo 3. I think Diablo 3 you could have just kept going on for, until your character became unstoppable, but now they have it to where you have a limit set of skills, so you have to be really careful. Of course, you can respec everything to redo everything, but you only have a certain amount of skills you can actually put into your character. So I guess that's more of a balance thing. So yeah. So here we go, guys. Number 4 is one of the biggest changes I like personally. But this is number 4, and this is open world. As you can see right here, the map is huge compared to Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is more of a like an open hub. If you guys ever played the God of War games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or even the like the Jedi Fallen Order or Survivor games. But yeah, guys, it's completely open world, and that's one change I actually do like. I've always enjoyed open world games the most. It's just always been my thing ever since it was introduced back. You know, I guess when I was introduced to it, which was Grand Theft Auto 3 back in the day. So, but yeah, guys, open world, you gotta love it. All right, for number 5, we have the social aspect. Now, take it, Diablo 3 didn't have much of a social aspect. You could play online with your friends, and you could play with 1 or 2 buddies on Diablo 3, but Diablo 4 is completely like seamless. Like you got clans, you got people just running around doing their own thing, just like any other open world game. But yeah, the social aspect of the game is really, really good, I have to say. All right, last but not least, this is number 6, and this is, as you can see right here, this is where you can upgrade your weapons and items. So this was not in Diablo 3. Of course, you can craft stuff, but you can never upgrade your stuff. And there's a lot more shops and stuff in Diablo 4 than, you know, Diablo 3. So, yeah, it's really good, I have to say as well. All right, guys. So for Diablo 3, as you can see, the aesthetic is completely different than Diablo 4. One cool change I've always liked about Diablo 3 is how fast-paced it is. Now, this is number 1, guys, so how fast-paced it is. I do like it. I do kind of enjoy the combat with Diablo 3 better. It just feels better. As you can see right here, I am doing a rift, and it's actually Last of Us theme. I did not know this was a thing on PlayStation, but yeah, you actually, as you can see right here, as you guys know, I am huge on Last of Us. I love that series, and this right here was just, I did not know this was a thing. You got bloaters, you got clickers. That was an awesome reference that Blizzard did, so kudos to them. But yeah, the combat, man, that's one of the biggest changes, because I really did enjoy the combat on this game. I hate it is kind of slower paced on Diablo 4, but it's not bad. I think over time they will speed it up, because I've heard Diablo 3 was actually slow when it first came out, but as time went on, it just got faster and faster. So, yeah. So for number 2, we have destructible environments for Diablo 3. Now, I think Diablo 4 has some type of destructible environments, but you can't use it to your advantage. You can actually blow up side of like walls and stuff, and actually it'll land on the enemy, and you can actually kill them that way. But Diablo 4 does not have this. You can actually go through containers and stuff and destroy that stuff, but you cannot. There is no destructible environments like there is on Diablo 3. That's one thing I really did enjoy on Diablo 3. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the destruction on games, especially with like Battlefield and stuff. So yeah. Destructible environments for Diablo 3 is one of the biggest changes. Alright guys, for number 3, we just have the item system is simpler. This game is a lot simpler than Diablo 4 is. Now take it, Diablo 4 is not a hard game. It's not a hard game whatsoever, but this is way more simplified than Diablo 4 is. I feel like this is a good game for beginners that's trying to get into the series. Of course, Diablo 4 is the better game in my personal opinion, but this is really good for beginners if you're trying to get into the series. Of course, you could pick this game up for like $12 or something somewhere. But yeah, the game is just a lot simpler. So yeah, take that for what it is. Alright guys, for number 4 is Diablo 3 just did not have enough content. Now take it did add a lot of stuff, but it's just not a game that will last you years and years. Even though it did last some people years, it only lasted me about 1.5 years because of, I did like the grind and the loot system and the progression and everything, but this game just does not have a lot of content, unfortunately. But the quality of the game is very, very good. You got games like Path of Exile. I got a couple buddies that play that and trying to get me into the game, but I just feel like the quality of that game is just not good enough for me. I think Diablo is just way better quality, but you have to take it like the Path of Exile has a lot more content though as well, so you have to take it for what it is. It's either quantity or quality. Yeah, you have to choose. At least for me, I know I'm probably gonna piss some people off by saying that, but that's just me. Nothing against the game, guys. I just don't think that game is high quality. It's not a bad game by no means. It's just not for me. But yeah, it's just not enough content for Diablo 3. But yeah. All right, guys. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, if you ask me personally, Diablo 4 is the better game. You can't go wrong either way. They're both great games. Diablo 3 was good for its time. I'll say that, but it does some things better than 4. But Diablo 4 is still in early process, I guess it's beta stage, you could say, basically. But it's been getting better. I'm actually been playing the season 2 content. I may have a first impressions up later on today. But yeah, guys, I have to say I'm really enjoying Diablo 4. There were some issues I was having with the game, but it seems like they are working on it. So I just hate how some games you pay all this money for and then they put it in an update later on. But it is what it is. That's where we live in. But overall, guys, I think Diablo 4 is the better game, but Diablo 3 is definitely a good game too. All right, guys, I got to run. I got to go make a first impressions on another game that will be out soon, probably this week or next week. But yeah, stay tuned for more Diablo content, especially Diablo 4, guys. I'm definitely not going anywhere on this game. I really enjoy it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you all, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. All right, everyone. Take care. Peace.